everyone. Welcome to online computer class. I hope you are all well. Today I will discuss shorting technique. There are so many techniques are available in shorting, right? So among those techniques, I am saying one of the technique called bubble short. So let's start. So the elements are 70 and 10. Okay. So I am considering these elements over here 70, 50, 40, 10. So these are my elements, and you know that this the simple 0, 1, 2, 3 are my index number. So I just write here pass 1. Okay, I just write here pass 1. Okay, so first we have to check this element with its immediate next element. So that means this one my 70, but this is 0 index and the first one. So we need to compare it. Okay. So that means we have to check 70 is greater than 50 or not. Yes, 70 is greater than 50. So that means we need to perform our swapping operation. So we write here swap. Okay. So the answer after the swapping, that is my 50 over here, then 70, then 40, then 10. Okay. Okay. Now move back to the next one. So with this element, 2 is corresponding next element. Okay, means immediate next element. So 70 with 40. Yes, 70 is greater than 40. So we need to perform swap operation. Okay. So the first 50 will be here, then 40 comes in that position, then 70, then 10. Okay. Next to the next one, that means 70 and 10. Obviously 70 is greater than, so we need to first check the immediate next location, and here we will write swap. Okay. So the next one is my 50, then 40, then then it's after swapping it will be 10, then 70. So you can see that the first one, that means the 70, is the most largest one, and after the first pass it will be the comes to the last one. So that means this element is shorted right now. Okay. So after the first pass we got the last element at the last position. Okay. So after that to the pass 2. Okay. I hope all of you understood the first pass 1. Now I will write here the elements like 50, 40, 10 and 70 as the same thing, the last one, the result of the past one. Then you need to check again from the first and immediate next location. So 50 with 40. 50 is greater than 40. Yes, it's true. So that means we need to perform again the swapping operation. So after swapping, the value is 40 in that position, then 50, then 10, then 70. Okay. Next to the next one, 50 and 10. So swap again. Okay. So here 40 in that location, then 10 is comes here, then 50, then 70. Now the next one, 50 and 70. You can see 50 and 70. These two and the last one. 50 is less than 70, so no need to swap. So we need to write no change means no swap. So that is 40, 10, 50 and 70. So after the first pass one, we got this result where 70 is the largest element will becomes at the last. Now in pass 2 you can see 70 is fixed. I have already told you that 70 is fixed. Right now you can see the next higher element, that is 50, is already shorted here. It's already shorted. So only these two we need to short in the pass 3. So here I will write here pass 3. So the numbers or the elements are 40, 10, 50, 70. Okay. So the next one we need to compare with the first one with the immediate next location. This thing, obviously 40 is greater than 10, so we need to perform a swap. So we will write here 10, then 40, then 50, then 70. Okay. So next we have to check with these two. So no change. Why? Because 40 is less than 50. So we just write it down. Only the elements like 10, 40, 50 and 70. Same thing we need to compare with immediate next location. So no change. So that means we will write here 10, 40, 50 and 70. So you can see the elements right now in shorted order. So we will start the element from 70, 50, 10, 40 and 10, which will be not in shorted order, but after these passes we got our desired elements in shorted order 10, 40, 50 and 70. So this is the mechanism of bubble shot, where we need our pass as well as the iteration. So these are my, you can see these are my iterations. Okay, these are the iterations. So in the programming part you can see here also we need 3 iterations, here also 3 iterations. Okay, so after completing this, the pass, that means the pass 1, pass 2 and pass 3, these are my outermost loop, and we will consider the pass as in I. We need to consider as I. Okay, and the iteration is, you can see number of elements. What are my number of elements? Number of elements are 4. So the iterations are, we can write n minus I. Okay, so I hope all of you understood this one. So I just summarize it. First of all, we need to take some numbers like 70, 50, 40 and 10s. You can take any numbers. Then we need to write the pass 1. In the pass 1, we need to compare with the first element with the immediate next element, that is my 50. So this, if this is I, so this is I plus 1. Yes or no? I plus 1. So that's why we need to compare it. Okay. So when 70 is greater than 50, so we need to swap. Okay. And you know the swapping logic. Okay. That is you know that in class 9. Okay. So after, whenever we got the higher element in the first position, we need to swap it. So as simple as that. In the pass 2 also and pass 3 also, you can see 4 elements, so we need 3 passes, and in 3 passes we need 3 iterations. You can see the first iteration, second iteration and third iteration. Okay, so after this one, I think all of you take any numbers, okay, any elements, and do this one in your copy. Okay, otherwise it will be so much you just got confused every time. Okay, so you need to practice it, then I will explain you the programming part. Okay, so all of you practice this one first. Okay, so let's start the programming. Click on the new class and here you write bubble shot, just to clear it, class bubble. Okay, so here I will write the data type. Okay, whatever the data type for the in inner loop, so I'll write here I. Then I want the array size from the user, so I'll write here system.out.print enter the size of the array. Okay, so I'll write here enter the size of the array and I'm giving the size, that is the data type is s. So here is equals to int dot next int. Okay, so after completing this I have to write the declare the array. Okay, so the name of the array a equals to new int. Okay, then size of the array, that is s. Okay, so I'm taking the size of the array from the user. So the next part, that means I want to take the elements from the user also. So I will write here system.out.print the same code and I write here enter the number of elements you want in the array. Okay, so I'm giving one message over here. Okay, so just declare the data type also. So first I'll write here int dot next int. Okay, and I need to declare the data type of n. Okay, so after this one I'll write here system.out.print print. Here I will write uh, inputs. Okay, that will be given by the user. Okay, next just copy it from here and paste here. Okay, and here I'll write before swapping. You do it or you cannot, that is up to you, but if you want to make your program more attractive for the others, so you can write this thing. Okay, so for I equals to 0, so I'll write here I'm taking the value from the user, so I equals to 0, I less than n and I plus plus. I will increment that, right? So after this one I want to take the value from the user, so I'll write here system dot out dot print. Okay, and here I'll write enter elements. Okay, so after that a of I equals to int dot next int. Okay, so we'll take the value from the user up to this one, then we need to write our mechanism. Okay, so the mechanism equals to 1 I is less than the number of elements, that is n, and I plus plus. Okay, so in the next part I will write here for what happened, for j equals to 0 and j less than n minus I, that is the number of iteration, then j plus plus. Okay, so after that we need to compare with the immediate element, that is a of, sorry, that is if a of j is greater than with the immediate element, that is a of j plus 1. So we need to perform here swapping, right? So here I will write, so j, so I need to give the data type, and for swapping I need one temporary variable, so I just write here t. Okay, so t equals to a of j. You know that is a very easiest technique in computer, the swapping technique. So a of, what happened, a of j equals to a of j plus 1. Okay, and then a of j plus 1 equals to the temporary variable. Okay, I hope up to this one is clear to everyone. Then I do one thing, I just write here and copy it and paste here. Okay, I'm giving here println, otherwise it looks bad whenever I'll run the program. So here also same thing, I will write the println. Okay, so before swapping and this one, so make it parallel. Okay, and the same thing, okay, and it is outputs, and this is after swapping, right? Okay, now I think, okay, after this one I need to display that one, right? So for display I use that code only, so up to n numbers, and I want another second bracket. So inside this for loop I need to display the shorted elements, right? So I just write here a of I, and here within double quote I'm giving here some space and comma. So to this one I think equals to, it will be from 0th location, because equals to 1, this is for number of passes. So remember that, just write here some comment line, so it will help you whenever you write the coding. And here it is number of inner iteration. Okay, I hope this will be clear. This is, you know that this is for swapping. Compare, just write here compare with immediate, or you can say the next element. Okay, and this one, this for loop for display. You know that inside this one means, if we, I write here this one, so this is for swapping. Okay, so I hope this will be clear. This is for number of elements from user. Okay, this is for only decoration part, and this is number of elements will take from user, and this is the size of the array. You know that this is a very simple coding, otherwise everything is looks good. So I will compile it. All the semicolons are there, so compile it. See what happened. Oh, so I didn't write here scanner, so I need to write the scanner over here. So just write here scanner space in equals to new scanner system.in. Okay, and so that I will write here import space java dot util dot start. Don't make this kind of mistake, just forget it to write. Also compile it, no syntax error, and run it. Size of the array I'm giving here 10. Number of elements you want in an array, that is 4, and units inputs before swapping, the number of elements I'm giving here 70, 50, 40, 10. So you can see 10, 40, 50 and 70 all in ascending order and in sorted order. So all of you practice this one, write the coding by yourself. Just understood that coding. If you're having any problem, then see the video again and again. Okay, then after this one I will make a one try run to understand how it will works. Okay, so according to the program I will show you the try run first. Okay, so I think all of you have noticed the program. So the first thing I'm just writing the loop. This is the outer loop. Then we'll write so after completing this, we will write the if. Means the swapping. Okay, so we need to any variable. This is a simple swapping logic. This works or not. The first thing I will write here, that is my driver. Okay. So the first thing I equals to 1. Okay. So this is used for the iteration part, inner iteration. So it is right here. Iteration only this inner loop, this for loop is used for number of passes. You know that the pass, this is used for number of right now I value is 1. You know that I and the element. So okay, so just write here. Just write here elements 70, 40, 50 and 10. These are my elements, right? Okay. So I value is 1 and 1 is less than number of element. Number of element means 1, 2, 3, 4. So number of elements are 4. So when I value is 1, so in that case 1 is less than 4. That is true? Yes, that is true. If true, it directly comes to here. Okay, where j equals to 0. So here I will write j value is 0. So j is less than n minus I. You know that n minus I. N value is 4 and I value is 1. So that means j is less than 3. Okay, j value. So 0, that means 0 is less than 3. That is true, right? Okay, if it is true, it comes to here. Okay, here we will perform our swap operation because I have already told you in the first, whenever I explained that the 70, 40, 50 and 10 the passes. So there if you look, if this one is greater than, so you need to swap. So that means a of 0, a of j means what? J of 0 is greater than a of j plus 1. What is the value of j plus 1? If you think 0, this is 1. So j plus 1 means a of 1. If a of 0 is greater than a of 1, then we need to perform our swapping operation. So in swapping operation, you can see temp is nothing. This is nothing. So a of j, whatever the value we will hold a of j. So a of j means a of 0, 0 the first one 70. So in temporary variable we store 70. Now a of j equals to a of j plus 1. Okay, so a of j is blank right now and a of j plus 1, that means a of 1. A of 1 means 40. So right now we send this value to a of j. So a of j is right now consists of 40. So a of j means a of 0, it consists 40. Now the next one, a of j plus 1, a of j plus 1, that means a of 1 equals to temporary variable. What is the temporary variable value? 70. So what we do? Now we swap those values. So after the first iteration, my resultant value will be 7. In place of 70 it comes 40, then 70, then 50, then 10. You can see in the mechanism you got this type of value after the first pass. After the first iteration, because this is only the first iteration of first pass 1. So that means this is pass 1 and iteration number 1. This is also 1, pass is also 1. I hope the first iteration is clear right now. Okay, so go for the next one. When j value, after this one, j value will be incremented by how much? It will be incremented by 1. So that means I value is 1 and 1. Okay, no problem with that I value. That is the same thing. Okay, so we will go for j. J is incremented by 1. So j value is right now 1. So j is less than, right now 4 minus 1 3, so 1 is less than 3, that is true. If true, again we go back to the iteration. Okay, so right now a of 0, it stands to a of 1 and a of 2, right? So a of j means 1. So a of 1 is greater than a of 2. Now what is a of 1? 70 is greater than a of, obviously true. So if true, we will perform the same logic, same swapping logic. So what is the value of t? That is a of j. What is a of j? 70, right? So it will store 70 here. Now a of j equals to a of j plus 1. J plus 1 means 50, this one. So in a of j, okay, that means in a of 1, a of j means a of 1, it will store the value of a of j plus 1, that means 50. So in a of 1, it will store 50. Now a of j plus 1. So a of j plus 1, that means a of 2. Okay, so what is the value of a of, just a minute, j is 50. Okay, now t, sorry, that is t means 70. So this value is 70 because this is the temp value. So t value is 70, so it will store in a of j plus 1. A of j plus 1 means a of 2. So a of 2 store 70. Now after this iteration, we can say that my desired location means desired array is 40, then 50 comes over here, then 70, then 10. Okay, these are the trial. After that j will be 1, then j will be 2, j will be 3. Means when j value is 3, it comes out from the loop and it comes to I. Then the pass 1 will be completed. Then we will start the pass 2. When the I value is 2. When the I value is 2, again we start this iteration like that. So you just write this one in your copy and compare with your mechanism that everything is same or not. Okay, I hope all of you understood this one. Follow the process and follow it very carefully. This is a very important part in a sorting mechanism. And one more thing, that is, you can say that if I have n elements, means whatever the elements, I just take it as a n elements. So number of passes is n minus 1. Remember that number of passes is n minus 1, and number of iterations, you can say that I have already told you in that mechanism technique. So number of passes is n minus 1. You can say that 4, so our pass is 3, 1, 2, 3. That means n minus 1. And remember that if I have a 10 value or 10 elements in an array, so the number of passes is 10 minus 1. That means 9. So it's a very lengthy process. Okay, very time consuming process. But you practice it. Take at least 5 or 6 elements and write it down in your copy and practice all the things very carefully. If you are having confused in once in a little more, or you didn't concentrate over there, then everything is almost destroyed. Okay, so you practice it. Okay, thank you.